I have some good friends. Tomorrow I'll go away for the weekend. I got to speak in Ann Arbor. And one of my good friends is going with me. And we'll golf and we'll have a good time. But he ain't nothing compared to Jane. And what I'm amazed to find out is there's so many things about her that I'm still discovering. You'd think after 22 years, close the lid. You'd think that Jack and Mary after 40 years, close the lid, party's over. No. There's stuff down inside of each other in you that you haven't even yet discovered. Every now and then that happens in our marriage. We'll be sitting in bed and we'll be talking and Jane will say something and I'll get up on my elbow and I'll go, I never knew that about you. I love those moments. Because you got, listen to me, I wish I could get you as excited about your marriage as I am. If you knew how cool that woman or man sitting next to you is right now, you'd just go, whoo, shake yourself. It is incredible what we have in each other. Now, we're going to get to this one right here. This is my big boy, but I'm telling you, there is a true friend sitting next to you. And you might not be taking advantage of the friendship that you have right now. You kind of falling into a rut. I remember Jane said to me a year into our marriage, Dan, we're in a rut. You might be in a rut tonight. Look back inside the box. But I hope tonight some of you driving home, you just go crazy talking about something that's in that chest that you hadn't shared in a long time. We were at lunch yesterday. Jane and I date usually on Wednesdays at noon and have lunch together. And so we went out to lunch together and we were sitting across the table and I said, I love you. And she said, do you really? I said, I really do. She said, how much? Well, when we were dating, I would always name all the grains of sand and all the leaves on the trees. And I'd talk about if you multiply all that together, that's just the tip of the eye, all that kind of stuff. So I said to her, we were at Logan's Roadhouse Grill and we're popping peanuts. And every time you pop one, all that stuff flutters down on you. I said, honey, popped a peanut, ate them. I said, see all these little things falling down all over my clothes? And they're all over her too. They're all over the table. They're everywhere at Logan's. And so I said, you know how many, if you get a microscope, you know how many little pieces of this there is? And I said, and can you imagine if we went around and counted up all the little pieces of all these people in this restaurant? And then imagine all the Logan Roadhouse Grill all across the nation. If you could go and count, I said, do you know how many little pieces of stuff that would be? I said, that's just the tip of the iceberg of how much I love you. And you go, that is cheesy. And you should have seen the smile on her face. You should have seen her eyes. I won't forget it because she's got this one look when she just lights up. And I went, you like that, didn't you? Let's go home. Yeah, I mean, but you know what I'm saying? She's a treasure. That person, I watched it. You're snuggling a little closer than you were when we first came in. You know why? Because tonight, in just a few hours, we've already convinced you had more of a treasure sitting with you than you thought. Boom! Success, baby. And we're not even done yet. Oh! And then, in our marriage, friendship matters more to who? The husband? The wife? Or is that about even? Talk a second if you need to. And then vote. Who does that friendship, that treasured friendship, who does that matter most to? The husband, the wife, or about even? All right, send in your votes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just in case you get greedy afterwards, these are all $1. Okay, let's see how it came up. Polls are closed. Whoa, look at that. Wow. See, some of you wives sitting here saying, he really wants me to be his best friend. Yeah, you didn't know it. Then you read that book, and that book told you only women have that. Book's wrong. Burn that book. We got a new one coming. Okay, here's the next thing.